So we have here in the studio Peter Ogbonna. He is the CEO at Innovation Point. Thank you, Peter. It's my far left.
Thank you very much.
And to my immediate left, we have Edward Esene. He is a business development expert. Thank you, Ed, for coming.
Thank you, Bolaji.
I'm going to start with Edward. The issue of personal finance, it's very, very important for everybody. But I don't know if we've been talking about it enough.
Okay.
What it's really about for our viewers who are listening. Okay. What does it mean to, take charge of your personal finances?
Okay, finance is just about how we look at money. That's money. But when we're talking about personal finance, we're looking at it from an individual standpoint. How do I see money? How do I respond to money? For me, that's my understanding of personal finance. How do I see money? What is my understanding of money? What is my interpretation of money? Then what are my responses to money? When I make money, when I get money, what do I do with money? Bringing all of that together is what we're looking at when it comes to personal finance. And there's a bit of financial intelligence in it. There's a bit of financial discipline in it. And all of those things, we can look at that in the mix. So personal finance is how an individual reacts, responds to money whenever he or she has money.
When it comes to Peter, how do you see money? Just like Edward was trying to explain, how do you really see money, and how do you think our viewers see money, majority of people?
Well, thank you very much, Bolaji. I see money as a stool with three legs. And up until now, we've only seen one leg. There's the making of the money, there's the managing of the money, and then there's the multiplying of the money. So from home to school, the much we've been trained is on how to make money. Now, the issue of personal finance is, for me, it's both fundamental and it is a secondary matter. You can't rule it out. So I think I'll be looking at it from a cultural point of view. How do we integrate this into our culture? It's not a part of our culture to manage money or to multiply money. Maybe we've tried to understand how to make money. So it's important for us to know that making money is one leg of the stool. And if you have a three-legged stool that's standing on one, you're as good as falling.
Okay, I'm just very particular about this cultural perspective. Maybe Edward can take it up from there. Our culture, how does it affect our ability to make money, to manage money, and to multiply it?
Our culture is apologies because it sounds stereotyped. They, like Mr. Peter said, they're just giving us one way, which is the first M. He was talking about the 3 M's of money, which is the making of the money. And there are several ways we can make money, either as teenagers, or as youth, or as student, or as undergraduate, or overgraduate. The one the culture, the system puts in the front for us was go to school, have a good grade, get a job. So we have a whole lot of people within that system going through that route to look for how they can make money. So our culture didn't tell us that, okay, you can save and also still make money. You can do fixed deposit and also still make money. You can even manage your money. It's not, you can even start up a business and still make money. There are other ways and instruments you can use to make money, not just the first that has been in our front from time being, go to school, get a good grade, and get a job, then you have money.
Not just about making the money.
Not just about. That's just one way of making the money.
Now, let's look at the other ways, the other 2 legs that Peter was trying to talk about, and that managing money. Let's talk about managing money, because when we talk about personal finance, a lot of people just want to go get a job, make some savings in the bank, is the case, if they're able to do that, and just take care of their families and just live by. But how do we manage money?
Well, we manage money from the orientation we came from home with. We manage money, 60% of the way we manage money is the way our parents manage money. So we are programmed to handle money the way our parents have handled money.
How? How have they been handling money? And What is the best way to handle money? Let's break it down.
Well, the best way to how they've handled money is gives us the impression that money is meant to be spent. Okay, so they worked, they built houses, they bought the best cars, and in their retirement, they are depending on us. That tells me something is wrong with that equation. Because, I mean, if you go by the good books, a good man should leave an inheritance for his grandchildren. But we've not even gotten to the grandchildren. Our parents are already depending on us. That tells me that making money is not enough. Learning how to manage and multiply your money is important. So for me, the first step to managing money is you must understand that money is supposed to be a servant, not a master. And as a servant, you send it on errands. Your servant doesn't decide where to go. You send it where to go. What happens is that we allow our money to tell us what to do. And how do we do that? If you wait until you collect your salary, if you're a salary earner, or you earn an income to decide what to do, it's already too late. A budget gives your money an assignment before the money even arrives. And like my good friend says, my good friend Steve Harris, I watched his webinar 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about the fact that money is best mastered in its absence than in its presence. Once money comes in, you can't master it. Money comes in with a lot of muscles, it comes in with bodyguard, area boys, a lot of demands. It comes in with, those area boys who say, you have to do it or nothing. That's the way it comes. So as you're getting your paycheck, you have an SOS from your parents saying that if you don't send this money, somebody is going to die. Why must that SOS come in at the point where you are just about that week you want to collect your salary? It tells you that money, you can't master money when it's in your present, in its presence. Master is in its absence before it comes in. So that's one of the ways you can begin to manage your money. So give money an assignment upfront. Create a budget.
Okay, creating a budget. Now, how do you talked about errand? Let me stick to Peter. You said that you must learn to send your money on errands.
Yeah.
What kind of errands are we talking about here?
Give your money an assignment. My friend Steve Harris, I've learned a lot about managing money from role models and friends. He's my friend, but I've learned a lot from him. There was something he thought, and I adapted something out of what he thought. And this is my thought. Every money that comes to you must have at least four main assignments. Number one, you need to have a project to your money. There should be a project to every money. Okay, there should be an investment to every money. There should be a what I call what's it? There should be a project. There should be an investment. There should be a giving or a tithing to every money. Now, if you're a Christian, you should tithe from your money. If you're not a Christian, whatever avenue for giving out, there should be that portion. And of course, they should not be the one to largesse, spend. So what we have is money for spending, but we need to have money for projects, money for investment, money for tithing or giving.
So 4 layers.
4 layers. So you need to, that's one of the ways you can send money on assignments. So give a typical example. If you had a salary and you want to take, for instance, Bolaji, you want to get a vehicle, you want to do an investment. One of your investment is you want to get a motorbike, and put it on the road to make money for you. I always ask people this question. If you had the 80,000 to buy the motorbike, and somebody came to your house to say, Bolaji, my daughter is about to die, just loan me 40,000. I'm very sure in your church mind or in your good spirit, you will loan that 40,000. Why? Because you think you own that money. But the challenge is that money doesn't belong to you. Because if I gave you 80,000, I say, Bolaji, go help me give this money to someone in Ikorodu, and along the way, the same person meets you, will you give the person the money? The answer is not likely, because it doesn't belong to you. Now, when you brand that money, project money, and from that moment, it does not belong to you. You don't have it. So whatever
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. whatever it's allocated for project doesn't exist for spending. Whatever is allocated for investment doesn't exist. You don't have it. Of course, your tithe, it doesn't exist. Now, the only one that you can play around is that the one I call spend it. So you now apportion percentage to those things. But when we don't do those things up front, you think that your 50,000, 80,000 is your money. It's not your money. There is projects, there's savings, there's investments, there's money for you to give back to God.